Hey everybody, it's Jeff. This is going to be part 5 of the MiniArt British uh, B-type armored lorry. I had to look real quick. Kit number 39006. Okay. Um, Last time we put the frame together, and we'll continue on with that. Get some springs put on it and the rear differential and that type of stuff. It's been a busy week. I'm still having issues getting the furnace installed. I had a contractor all lined up, and he came over. First, they came and tried to fix it. Decided it was too old to fix, so they were putting a bid together to replace it. And I got a call a couple of days ago, and said the contractor got hurt and wasn't going to be able to do the job. So I had to get another contractor, and he came over yesterday and measured it all out and looked at it and agreed that it needed to be replaced, and now he's working on a bid. So, of course, this is a holiday weekend here in the U.S., Memorial weekend. So I probably won't hear from him until Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, and then hopefully we'll get something moving and get that furnace taken care of. It's been warm enough. I think we turned a little space heater on 2 nights just for a little while because it was getting a little chilly. But no big deal. At least it didn't happen in December or January. So anyway, let's go down the bench and we'll see if we can't get a little something done. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I got a little work done on the engine, paint-wise. It's been a busy week. I got a lot of yard work to do. I've been trimming some trees and doing a number of things, but there's the engine mostly put together. I'll put a picture up at the end, but I still got to put the upper and lower water intake and output on the engine, but I don't want to do that until I get the radiator in its place and figure out spacing. Okay, so I think it looks pretty good. And I've still got to put the harness on it for the spark plugs and paint all that. So more to do on the engine. Let's get back to the frame here. This is, let's see, let's bring some instructions up. Okay, there's the frame. This is step 7 where we left off. I did remove the bolt detail here on the front. You got to make sure you do that for this particular model because there's going to be a piece of armor that protects the radiator that's going to bolt to that. So there was some details there that I don't want to interfere with the fit later on. Let's see if I can bring this light in a little better. Okay. What I want to do is try and put as much on here as I can that's going to be the same color. And I'm probably going to just paint it black. The instructions call for gunmetal, but I think I'll just go ahead and probably do the black. But I don't want to install, see in step 8 they're telling you to install the engine, which I don't want to do yet. I don't want to have to mask the engine off to get the black paint on. Also, I'll blow this up a little bit. For some reason, this little bracket right here, they're showing it is attached to the engine. That is attached to the frame. Okay, so that is incorrect. If you're looking for that bracket on the engine, it's not there. So I do not want to install the engine until after the frame is painted. If we go to step 9, here's the bracket here that I was referring to, and it will glue to this frame support here. Okay, so I'll put that on before I paint the frame, and I'll just mask off the spot where the fan bolts to it, so I can have a good glue joint when I get to that point. And the fan will be aluminum, and then of course the belts will probably be, you know, the rubber black for the belt and a steel for the pulleys. The instructions I think called for aluminum for the pulleys, but I don't think that's correct. Anyway, let's go ahead and go down here to part 10, and we've got some springs to put together. Okay. Now these are handed. They're different for each side, so you got to make sure you use the right one. And these are, I believe these are the front springs. Let's see here. This is A. They call them A and B, and then nope. So they're the rear springs. So we've got A and B here. Okay, but they're different. They're opposites. So I want to go ahead and put these together. ED24 is the same on each one. This is them right here. Let me get a little white tack just as a place to stick my parts. I kind of like that. Okay, we'll put that here somewhere. Here's the two ED24s. Okay, and this is A8 here. Okay, so I've got to mount one of the ED24s right there. So let's go ahead and do that. And get rid of the glasses and get some tweezers. There is a little key. Well, I shouldn't say it's a key necessarily, but it is there's like a little peg. I'm sure you guys can't see it. But they go just like so. Okay, I'm going to put just a drop of glue there. Let's set it on top. Got most of the glue off the brush. Okay, that's got that one. And this is A9 here. Separate that. I'm a little bit, I was out there running a saw. We call them sawzalls, cutting up tree limbs. My hands they feel kind of funny. Put something on the tweezers. And got to turn the wrong way. I'm going to have to put a little more glue on it. One thing about MiniArt, they don't leave out too many details. Make sure that's nice and square. I spent a lot of time getting the mold seams and stuff off of these springs. Okay, there's the other one. let's go ahead and let me back this out just a little bit and get these ready too. These are step 13 is the front springs. Okay, and they've got two little brackets too. ED11. That's them right there. Okay, this is A11. Okay. Okay. And A10. Sorry, concentrating on what I'm doing here. Dead airspace. Okay, there's the other one. So there's the front springs. Now what I want to do, let's go ahead and go back to step 11 here. And we've got two, they're like little helper springs, and they're the same. A26. Okay. And now go here. They go here and here. Yeah, I've checked these already. These had an awful lot of cleanup too. But I think they look pretty good now. Okay. Whoops. Okay. And then we've got a couple of brackets that go here for the front springs. Which are ED25. And these are identical. There's a little place here for them. I don't know if you guys can see or not. I can't tell if the camera's in focus with my glasses off. I can't see what I'm doing with the glasses on. Bring some more light in here. Okay, right here there's a couple little places for those brackets to go. Okay. Okay. There's the little brackets. Now, KB5, this little bracket right here, goes between the engine and right here. So I can't install that yet. So that I'm going to have to save till later. It'll go in after the engine is installed. So these are all ready for the springs to be installed. Let's go ahead and skip down to 14 and put these on, and then we'll come back to 12. Well, no, that's not correct. I'm sorry. I want to do 12 completely so I can use it to ensure that I have the springs spaced correctly. So we need to also do 12 and we need to do 21. I don't know why they split this up, but here's the putting the center of the differential together, and then if you go clear down here, they have you putting the ends of the axles on. So I want to do that all at the same time and have that unit all nice and ready to go, so when I put the springs on, I make sure that the springs are in the correct place. So let's go ahead and back up here, and we'll get the parts out for 12. And I have them here. Okay, here's 12. Okay, here's BA. Let's see, you guys can't see it there. That's BA21. BA22. BA23. This is A12. And this is A19. Okay, let's go ahead and put this together. What I will probably do, I don't know where here it is. Use this. And we'll do that to glue this together so I don't get glue marks everywhere. Set like so. Let's go ahead and okay, let's see here. Squeeze it a little bit, make sure we're okay. Okay, and this will actually go facing up like this. And we've got, this is keyed, go on like so. And come off screen. Okay, let's see. Bring that back a little bit. There's our differential. Okay. It'll go like so. So we've got PA22. Okay, there's a little tab. That to fit into. Looks like it's just a little bit tight. Sorry, neighbor's bringing these trash dumpsters in. Okay, let's open this up just a tiny bit. Still just a little bit tight. Yeah, gonna have to open that up a little more. Okay. I think that'll be okay now. Let's get a little glue on there. Okay. That's the way that goes, and then this just goes on the other side. Put glue on that. That one had a tab, but apparently I sanded it off. Something about MiniArt thing. A lot of times the key is so tiny you don't even know it's a key. You just assume it's a little bit of flash. Okay. And then we have the filler over here on the side. Ooh, too much glue. If I can get a hold of it and turn it around the way I want it. That doesn't, not quite. To go around one more time. There we go. I see, got just a little bit of flash on that I still need to clean up. I can do it easy enough before I paint. Okay, that's step 12. Now let's go ahead and move on to step 21. and get these parts put on. And here's the rest right here. These are all the same. We've got two ED23s and two ED6s. Okay. And they are keyed. The hole here is flat on one side, which matches up with a hole there. And then on the other side, it's like a little T that matches up with a T shape on the back of these. Okay. Make sure everything's nice and straight so that the axle's straight when it's done. Okay. It's almost like I need another light, just like over here, just to keep the shadows off. Maybe if I turn the room light on. Hang on. Maybe that'll help. A little bit. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Okay. Too much glue. Okay. Now this, I'm sure you can't see it, but there's like a T there and a T there, positive and negative, that fit together just like so. Just hold it there a second. Okay. Okay, there's our differential. Now I want to let this firm up good. I can tell right now I'm a little bit crooked. So I'm going to shut the camera down for just a little bit and give this some time, and then when we come back we'll mount the springs and put the rear differential on. Okay, be right back, guys. Thanks. I decided to try a little different camera angle. I wasn't too happy with the way it was going with the other way I had it with the camera above. So this one is directly in front of me. Here are the two little springs that I just added, and here's the two hangers. Let's see, I gotta get used to this Here's the two little hangers here that I just added. Okay, and here's our differential. It's all firmed up nice. A lot of detail. Look at the detail in that. All little bolts and everything. And maybe you can see it a little bit better now, but here's our engine. Okay. Oh, and you can see the spark plugs. I've still got to put the little manifold or the little wiring harness on there for the spark plugs. And then I've got the water inlet and outlet yet to put on. But I've got that all together. And there's the carburetor and everything. Okay. Let's get the rear springs on. We're going to need to work. I want to, it's hard because I'm trying to get it to where I can hold it to where it's comfortable for me, but also to where you can see. See, and that's going to be, let's try this. Okay. Here's the rear springs. Now they're going to go like so. And you're not going to see that at all, are you? Let's see. Let's try and work backwards here a little bit. Here's where the rear springs go. Okay, just like that. Then I want to check and make sure my spacing's okay with the axle before I glue it all on. A little glue here, and a little glue here. Okay. I think the glue joint might have failed. Well, maybe not in that little rear cross member. Okay, let's put a touch more glue there. See, there's a fair amount of wiggle in those springs, so you're going to make sure the differential fits. Okay. Yep, that did come loose. Let's just put a little more glue on yet. Okay. Then the other spring. Okay. Just taking my time and making sure that they sit exactly where I want them. Even that one moved a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I spend a lot of time just making sure I got everything where I want it. Okay, let's see how this fits now. This will go like so. We can go ahead and glue this on. We cannot glue the front axle on yet, but we can check the fit. Okay, that's going to be fine. MiniArt has this thing where the locating marks are very, very tiny. You got to make sure you get it right. There's been a number of times, especially when I first started building MiniArt kits, where I sanded the locating pin off thinking it was just a little bit of flash because they're so tiny. Got to take your time and make sure that you're getting the part exactly where it goes, so that the other parts that you're going to put on later will align with it okay. Looks like the neighbors are out. I was out early. Well, not early for some people, but I probably went out about 7 this morning, and I was trimming bushes and trimming tree limbs, doing a few things. Yesterday I was out there cleaning up a bunch of debris, leftover leaves and stuff from the previous season. Okay, let's get the front ones on. Now these kind of snap in a little bit. There we go. It fits perfect. Too much glue. Don't have to put a whole brush full of glue on every time. Okay. And this one. Whoop. Careful not to break it. Okay. Okay, and this is the front axle here. I can't attach it yet because it'll be in the way for the engine, but we can test and make sure everything fits okay. It does, these do need to go out quite a bit. Yeah, that one's leaning in a lot. Still. Just a little bit more. Oh. All right. that fits. The little tabs fall into the notches just fine. Okay, so that's got that. I'm going to just go ahead and let's see how long we've been running here. I haven't been keeping track. I don't want to make these too long. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let this stuff firm up, and I'm going to call this video good, and we'll come back and we'll do some more really soon. Okay? If you guys can see it there. Whoop, and see it already fell loose. This is not attached. I don't want to attach it because the engine will be in the way. This will be in the way of the engine fitting. So I'll have to wait until I get this painted, and I'll mask off the contact points for the springs and paint it, and then I'll attach the front axle a little bit later. But that's going to do it for now, guys. Okay, we'll talk to you real soon. Okay, bye-bye.